is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. But you guys, a quick little press conference here for the St. Louis Rampardos. If you guys didn't hear on Twitter, I did make some free agent transactions. I'm going to talk about those briefly in this video today. Now, normally I wouldn't even make a video for this kind of stuff, but a lot of people were asking me to make a video and kind of explain it because I just briefly talked about it in a recent video, and I guess you guys wanted the more in-depth explanation. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the moves I made for the APA and the St. Louis Rampardos moving down the stretch. Now, if you haven't seen the last couple battles, we hit a bit of a rough patch. We've lost 3 games in a row in the APA, 2 of which were as a result of potential sticky webs. I mean, one was sticky webs, the other one was sticky webs and Latios, and in the game before that, it was just some pretty unorthodox sets from Kyle A. Obviously, losing 3 games in a row, not ideal, but we're still sitting at 7-3, one of the top teams in the league, and definitely in a situation where we could potentially clinch playoffs with 1 more win. We just have to win 1 more game and we are going to make the playoffs. Now, going into the end of week 11, it is the final week to make free agent transactions. So I have made a couple free agent transactions to improve our team moving forward, hopefully to make playoffs. Now, these transactions do not take effect until week 12, so my week 11 match, which will be posted up this weekend, will not have these trades in effect just yet. They will be effect week 12. That's so it doesn't mess up the coaches who are trying to prepare and make sure that they have appropriate amount of time to prepare for the teams. Now, I did make a move previously where I dropped Araquanid and I picked up Raibombi. Raibombi was on the team. It is effective for week 11, so I can use it in my week 11 match, which you'll see our team builder in a few days. So Raibombi is one of those Pokemon where I thought it was an improvement over Araquanid. It gave me a defogger, which I previously lacked, and it gave me a sticky web user that's a little bit faster. So Raibombi felt like it was a really good fit for the team as a way to kind of give me some defogging options, which is what plagued me in 2 of those matches. And it is possible that I face at least one or both of Kyle A and Jacob in the playoffs, and obviously Jacob's team relied against me heavily on those sticky webs, and I really had not many answers for it. So I figured Raibombi was a good move there. But moving into week 12 and the rest of the season, our last transactions, I actually felt that there was a better move I could make, and I got 2 more moves that I could use. So I used them both. There was a better move that I can make. So I actually dropped Celebi from the team, and I also dropped Raibombi from the team. Raibombi never, well, you'll see for week 11, but other than week 11, it never got any action on the team. I had it, and I figured that there was actually a better move I can make. Like I said, Celebi was okay this season. I brought it to a few different games. I'll like pull up its stats and stuff, but I think I brought it to maybe 3 games as of week 10, which wasn't too bad. Let's see here. Celebi was, where is Celebi? It's not even there. So yeah, Celebi was, I think, 3 games. It had like a few kills. I got it as a stealth rocker, but I already have a psychic type Pokemon in Cresselia, so I really didn't feel like Celebi was that useful. And the moves I made were I actually dropped Celebi and Raibombi, and I picked up Staraptor and Whimsicott. Now, let me explain kind of my logic here for these 2 decisions. So first and foremost, I swapped the grass types. I got Whimsicott, and I got Staraptor, which is a flying type Pokemon, normal and flying type, known for the ability to click Brave Bird and just do flying spam. Very good offensive Pokemon, both of which get defog. I think that's really important. Staraptor is immune to sticky webs because of its flying typing, and Whimsicott obviously has Prankster defog, allowing it to essentially ensure that it gets a defog off. Now, you may be like, well, aDrive, if you just did that for sticky web, what is the point of that? But I actually feel like this improves the team, to be honest. Now, we lose sticky webs ourselves. I no longer have the ability to set sticky webs, but I'm okay with that because I feel like the team can function without it. Being totally honest, I actually feel like the team doesn't need sticky webs to be good, and I really haven't even brought sticky webs that often this season. But when I look forward to the playoffs and I look forward to the matchups that I could be facing, I really like how Staraptor matches up. If I make the playoffs, I look at the different teams that I could be facing. Most likely, in the first round, I either face Kyle A or I face Jacob, as always, 2 guys who beat me. When I look at Jacob's team, he doesn't really have a good switch into Staraptor. Maybe Mega Manectric is really his best answer defensively to handle Staraptor. Otherwise, I really like its matchup, and one thing that beat me last time was Tapu Bulu. Staraptor can switch in with sticky webs up and revenge kill Tapu Bulu, or at least force it to switch out. So that alleviates that problem against Jacob's team, and while I'm not Staraptor isn't going to just win us the game by any stretch of the imagination. It at least forces Jacob, if we rematch, to rethink his strategy and have to change things up. He can't just run, you know, the same team and expect to have the same results if I bring Staraptor. I may not even bring it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it obviously changes the way he prepares for the match. When I look at Kyle A's team and I look at what he has, Staraptor has a really good matchup against him as well. The only real thing on his team that really can take a Staraptor attack or resist Staraptor's Brave Bird is Tapu Koko, and Tapu Koko is not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon. So as you can see, not many teams have really good answers for flying type spam, and Celesteal is really good, but it's slow and it doesn't really hit that hard unless it starts getting Beast Boost, but I really think Staraptor kind of covers that for me. So it matches up really well against those two guys who are potential first round playoff opponents, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna play, if I make the playoffs, I play one of those two guys, and they both beat me before. So I made these decisions to improve the team, but also to help against those situations. And in terms of Whimsicott and how Whimsicott stacks up, Whimsicott is okay. Like, by no means do I think Whimsicott is an amazing Pokemon, but it does get some really cool options. It gets the Prankster Defog, as I mentioned. It also gets Encore. It gets Memento as well, which is really cool. So Memento switching out into something like Como-O to set up, or even Celesteela, or whatever it may be, having the ability to, you know, switch out and gain Memento with Memento, that could be really cool. It also gets Defog, and it's a grass type that has some decent options with Moonblast and Giga Drain and things like that. You know, Whimsicott has some interesting choices that it can run, and it's a unique Pokemon with things like knockoff as well. So I really like what Whimsicott can add to the team, and I see a lot of potential moving forward with these Pokemon, adding them to the squad and making the Rampardos better moving forward. Obviously, like I said, we hit a little bit of a skid these last couple weeks, man, but I want to bounce back. I got my head on straight, ready to rock and roll, and we're going to try to pick up some W's here and make a push in the playoffs. You know, the regular season means nothing once you get to playoffs. You kind of start from scratch, and time again, I've ended seasons or had rocky starts or middles or ends of seasons, and then when playoffs come, you know, we tend to turn it up a little bit. So hopefully we can do that this season in the APA and pick up some W's. So that's the plan. I want to let you guys know the move. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this move? Do you think it was a good decision? Do you think it was a bad decision? Let me know. And thank you guys for watching. As always, matches will be out this weekend, and keep an eye out there, and let's keep on head smashing, or try to head smash, because we haven't really been head smashing much lately. That's gonna be it for me, guys. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Thanks so much for checking out my last video. If you like that one, you'll definitely like this one, and be sure to subscribe for more as I post Pokemon videos every single day.